Hello and welcome at the latest video of the Dutchwatchdude. Today I have something special. Well, I think it's something special. I have one of my latest watches, an Orient weekly. And then I'm not talking about the cheap one you can buy on AliExpress for like 75 euros. But this is the real deal. The big difference about this one, because there is something funny about this watch that I will tell you a little later, but there is one around on Amazon and AliExpress that kind of looks the same. The dial is slightly different, the bracelet is different. Well, this is actually not the original bracelet. I put an time correct flex strap on it. The one that is for sale has a different bracelet, different hands, different week calendar windows, and has a real bad finishing. The logo don't look like anything like this. So yeah, be careful if you see one on AliExpress, but you have to be careful with every watch that you see on AliExpress. This one, I had it on my wish list because I really liked the layout. On the right, for the viewers at home on the left, you have your date window. On the left, you have the day of the week. And it is actually brilliant. You have to like it, of course, because if it isn't your taste, then yeah, go for the old-fashioned way, date and day of the week in the same window, but most of the time you find it on the right side, on the 3 o'clock position, and now you have the day of the week on the 9 and the date on the 3. The watch doesn't have hand winding. It is an automatic watch, as you can see, but you have to keep it moving because you cannot wind it. If you put it down and you don't use a winder, after like 40 hours it will stop and you have a problem. There is for the date a quick set on your crown on the 3 o'clock position. The day of the week you can easily set by using the pusher on the 2 o'clock position. I will turn it around. There is, unfortunately, you can see it if I keep it in the right angle. There is a lot of wear on it watch. The back plate, the engraving is almost gone, but if you put it on the right, under the right lightning, and you zoom in on the back of the watch, you can actually see what's written there, and that it is absolutely the real deal. Another very good thing about this watch is the size. It's 38 millimeters without the crown. That means it's actually quite wearable. I'm not a small guy. For example, I can probably show you my Omega. If you put them together, of course, the Orient is smaller, a lot smaller, but not too small. Look, my size, 20 millimeters. So you can put almost any strap on the watch. And that is necessarily because Omega, I'm already confused. Orient has the habit to put on watches bracelets that are, yeah, I don't know what I pay for it, but it cannot be more than $1. They have folded links, they have open end links, and they feel like they gonna break any minute. The strange thing is, they are actually lasting. Yeah, that is not that handy. Well, I can use the pause button. Just wait for it. And we're back. This is the original bracelet that came with this watch. As you can see, it's not an ugly bracelet. Don't mind that I put it to pieces, but As you can see, folded links. If you have hairy arms, I have hairy arms, it's the best way to get rid of all the hair on your arms. And not in a nice way. It's just very uncomfortable, and I did try this one on a leather bracelet, but actually a leather strap. It looks very nice, but this one I forgot that I had this flex strap, and it's the perfect size. It wears very nice and it looks awesome. Another thing, this watch has acrylic crystal. I don't know if you can hear it and if it really sounds like an acrylic crystal, because I never make an study how acrylic crystals sound. But yes, every little scratch you can polish out. I use always diamond polish because you have it in a lot of grades and you can remove every scratch and then you polish it with the finest diamond paste there is, and the crystal will look like new. This one was not really beaten up, but it was just you could see that it was used, let's say it that way. As I told you, it was kind of funny. I had it on my wish list to buy it on AliExpress because I thought, even it's not the real deal, it just looks good. And yeah, if a watch looks good, who cares? From the other side, if you can avoid to buy a fake watch, yeah. So probably that was the reason I never bought it, but it was on my list. So when I saw this watch, it was lying actually in a drawer on my desk when I arrived at work. And the first thing I thought, that's the Ali watch. And I looked very good, and I thought, this is not the Ali watch. The looks and feels were directly different, and you could hear the movement. Most of the fake watches or cheap watches has a very noisy movement, and also it's spinning free in one direction. This one is not spinning free. It has the very reliable in-house movement that is actually bi-directional. It winds in both directions and is very efficient. The rotor is only a quarter of a circle. Yeah, it's is it 45 degrees? 90 degrees. Yeah, 90 degrees. A lot of Orient watches use that movement, and it's actually bell boring. How do you? I really should make scripts. I told you before, I'm really bad in making videos because I just think of it. Oh, let's make a video. I start making it, and then I think, yeah, let's take some notes so that I be prepared. The gear, the rotor is spinning on a bell bearing. That means it runs really smooth and has a little less of the wear. No, not wear. Yeah, also it's less wear, and there is no resistance, so it spins very nice. It will wind your watch, and it actually keep running. Another thing, I did put this watch on time last Monday. It's now Tuesday. Sunny also, but that's not that important. I didn't have the need to adjust the watch in a week. Now, is that nothing special if you buy a 20,000 euro Rolex? If you have a watch that is sold for a really less than that, it's quite unique. I have Seikos that are actually running nice, but they have an time loss of most of the time 20-25 seconds a day. You have to adjust it after a week. No problem. That is the thing that makes an automatic watch special. But the better it runs, the nicer it is. Well, in my opinion. The looks of this watch, now I'm looking at it through the camera, I still can't get enough of it. The dial, it looks like if it is made of pearl, but it is just sunburst gray silver. The logo, beautifully made. You can see the sharp edges on the crown, on the shield between the two lions. The writing on the dial also perfect. You can see the inlays, the markers, they are actually put on top of the dial and very nicely finished. I don't think I can show you the movement information because no, that is not gonna happen. I have to say, well, I have a brand new phone, so this is the first movie I make with this phone, so I have to move around a few things, but I actually already noticed that this one makes a lot better pictures or videos than the other one, because the camera is a lot better, and yeah, it's 2 years newer, so but I have to get used to it. Can I say anything else about this watch? Yeah, I'm in love with it. It's no NOS, and the quality is still that good that it almost looked like a NOS, but as you can see, there are some slightly wear on it, a little scratches on the lock. What's this? Is it a scratch or is it a hair? No, it's a little scratch. It's just an awesome piece. A lot of people on the Instagram are asking about this watch. Normally, I sell a watch after a while because I get bored very quickly with watches. I have a few watches that I have and hardly ever wear, and yeah, then it's sometimes it simply makes more sense to sell them because you can use the money for another one. This is definitely a watch that I will not sell because you never find the second one. This Orient Weekly, I've looked on it on Chrono24 and a lot of other sites. You find every now and then one in green for a lot of money. You find some other weeklies, especially with a diver, the swimmer on the back. But this one, I've only seen one, and they were asking so much money for it that I was actually surprised. But it was just a store, and you probably can put the price in half for what it is really worth. I don't put a price on it because, as I told you, I don't think I'm gonna sell it because it's unique and I really, really love it. And if you love something and you don't need the money, then you better keep it because it will just make you wanna buy it again, and then you spend a lot more. I did the stupid thing by selling my Seiko, the kinetic one that is actually my most viewed videos, the green one. I sold it to buy the Breitling, so I had to get some money for it because I'm not a rich guy. I always flip around watches to create funding to buy my watches. And the Seiko was actually one of the watches that I bought brand new when I started to collecting watches, just because it was such a stunning dial. And I think 2 weeks after I sold it, I was feeling sorry for myself and was already looking to buy a new one. I didn't do it, and in my next video you will see I make quite a nice compromise for it because I have another dial, green sunburst. It's not completely a Seiko. Well, I can just tell I have a green Orient with a sunburst dial. Also an old one that I will show in my next video. It's a great replacement for the kinetic Seiko. It's also an automatic, also a 3 stars. It's a crystal. Then you probably know what it is. If you go to my Instagram, Dutchwatchdude, you will see that watch and you directly know what the next video will be. Another announcement is that I still gonna make the video about the time grabber that I built. I did not found the time to do that because it takes a little bit more work and setting up than you simply grab a watch, grab your camera and make a video. That one will probably done in the next week or the week after that. I also make no promises when I'm gonna make the next video with the green Orient because I don't want to promise anything and not deliver. So bookmark the channel, like the channel, follow the channel, put on the notifications, so when I release the new video you will get informed about it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Tell everybody to follow the channel, because I really can use some followers. I'm not gonna do giveaways, I'm not gonna beg you to follow the channel, but it just, things work better if you have a lot of followers. So simply is that. From the other side, I just keep doing the same, even if I have only 2 followers, because I mostly do it for myself. That's also why my videos are kind of messy. I have to think a lot while doing it. I don't use the word dude all the time, and I don't put myself on the camera, because this channel is really about watches and not about myself. So yeah, follow it if you like watches. If you like me, you can also follow me. You can follow the Instagram channel, again, Dutchwatchdude, and I thank you for watching. If you have any comments, any questions, please leave them below the video and I will get back to you as soon as possible. That doesn't mean that I will give you an answer right away, but most of the time, in a few days, I will react to any questions or comments, because yeah, if you use a YouTube channel, you have to listen to your followers. I wish everybody the best day of the week, because every day is the best day, I think. Maybe not. Be careful, the COVID is still running around, and I hope to see you again with a new video. Bye bye.